Good morning to everyone and once again welcome to Civics class. In this class we are going to see the second point of the chapter number 1, Understanding Diversity. So let's proceed to start our presentation. Point number 1, we have worked on the topic chapter number 1, Understanding Diversity. Topic number 1, we had seen introduction of this chapter. Now we are going to see making friends. So making friends, first point is about that we are having number of friends. So how your friendships are tied with each other. So is you are similar in your language, is you are similar in your choices, in your habit, so you love to have a friendship with the people. People don't want to have the friendship with the person which they don't like. And why they don't like? Because certain things they don't like about their habit, about their language, about their rude behavior and so on. So like that we are going to see the Samir 1 and Samir 2 story, how the two individuals are having the friendship with them. So let's proceed. Making friends. Do you think it would be easy for you to make a friends with someone who are very different from you? Read the following story and think about this. So here is the point to speak about it. The person who is totally different from you, belonging to different things. So if you are able to make friendship or if you are not able to make a friendship, so that point you have to think by reading this story. So let's move to see the story. What the story is telling to us. I made it as a joke made up for a small rat boy who sold newspaper at the Janpat crossing at the PC intersection. Janpat crossing, one person, one boy selling the newspaper. Every time I cycled past, he would run after me, holding out the English newspaper and screaming out the evening headlines in a mixture of Hindi and English words. This time I stopped by the pavement and asked for the Hindi paper. His mouth felt open. So here is the story of the two boys, one boy standing at the signal and Janpat crossing and selling the newspaper. One another boy is cycling and moving to the school and the boy is running near to him and giving the newspaper by speaking in a mixture in Hindi and English. So comparison, one boy is going to school, one boy is selling the newspaper. Let's see what's happened in their story. So you mean you know Hindi? He asked. Of course, I said, as I paid for the paper. Why? What did you think? He paused, but you look so. Angrez, he said. The word Angrez means talking for the Britishers. He said, you mean you can even read Hindi? Of course I can. I said, this time little impatiently. I can speak, read and write Hindi. Hindi is one of the subjects I study in the school. So the boy is speaking, the narrator is narrating the story about it and what the boy is doing. So the newspaper selling boy is surprised by knowing that the boy is knowing Hindi and asking for the Hindi newspaper. Let's see what the story is telling ahead. Subjects, he asked. How could I explain what a subject was to someone who had never been to school? So the narrator here is totally surprised because the boy who is selling the newspaper is asking about what is subject. Well, it is something I begin, but the light changed and the honking behind me grew 100-fold and I left myself to push along with the rest of the traffic. That means that's a signal point. There, as the traffic signal is released, the green light is over, so the people starts to move. So all the people are going on and he also moved. He was trying to speak but he stopped. Then the next day he was there again, smiling to me and holding out a Hindi newspaper because the narrator asked the Hindi newspaper. So this time he is holding the Hindi newspaper and speaking to him. Bhaiya, he said, Aapka akhbar. Right? So akhbar is the Hindi word for newspaper. Next, अब बताइए ये subject क्या चीज है? Again the boy is asking the same question to the narrator. Tell me once again what is the meaning of subject. The English word sounded strange on his tongue. It sounded like its other meaning in English to be ruled by someone else. Next. Oh, it's just something to study, I said, and then because the red light had come on and I asked him, have you ever been to school? The narrator is asking, have you ever been to school? Never, he answered, because the boy was selling the newspaper, he was not going to the school. And he added, proudly, I have been working when I was so high. He measured himself against my cycle seat. First, my mother used to come with me, but I can do it all alone. The boy stated about that earlier, my mother was also coming with me for selling the newspaper. Now I am alone selling it. Next, see in the story what's happened. Where is your mother now? I asked, but then the light changed and I was off. I heard him yell from someone behind me. She is in Meerut with the rest was drowned out. So again the traffic light was on, the green signal was there and the narrator is moving and the boy is shouting from the behind, my mother, she is residing now in Meerut, right? And let's see in the story. My name is Samir, he said the next day. So here we are going to see the upcoming story. The boy name is Samir, my name is Samir. So the name of the boy is Samir. He said the next day and very gently he asked, what's your? It was incredible, my bike hobbled. My name is Samir too. Narrator name is Samir and the boy name is also Samir. I said, what? His eyes lit up, yes, and grinned him. It's another name for Hanuman's father, you know. So now you are Samir A and I am Samir Do, he said trumpetly. Samir A. Now you are Samir A and I am Samir Do. Because there are two Samir. Later on in this presentation, we are going to have a bifurcation. Who was Samir A and who was Samir Do? Something like that I answer and then I held out my hand. Haath milao Samir Do. His hand nested in mine like a little bird. I could still feel its warmth as I cycled away. Right? Now the two boys are having friendship. They shake their hand, their friendship begin making friends. How Samir A, Samir Do, both from the different background, both from the different status, how they come closer, how they are having introduction, communication and making friends. Next, moving to the other part. The next day, he did not have his usual smile for me. There is a trouble in Meerut. Something has gone wrong in Meerut. He said, many people are being killed there in the road. That means there is some violence was there in that Meerut. I looked at the headline communal riots and that was the communal riots were in the plaza. But Samir, I began, I am Muslim Samir, he said in answer, and all my peoples are in me today. His eyes filled with the tears, and when I touched his shoulder, he would not look up. So here the story, how the boy of the same age, one is moving to school, one is selling the newspaper, and one communal disturbance, violence, having the difference, making the people to fight among themselves, and that was the sad story here. He was not at the crossing the day after, neither the day after nor even again. And no newspaper in English or Hindi can tell me where my Samir Do has gone. So here the story ended of Samir A and Samir Do. So here tell why my Samir Do has gone. So here Samir A is the narrator and Samir Do is that the Muslim one. Both were having the different religion. We are going to see in the upcoming presentation. Please read this story carefully, which is the heart-touching story and telling us to how to make the friends and having the friendship with each other. Next, lastly, I want to say thank you to each and everyone. You people are enjoying my videos, watching very properly, and I request you all, this story is very important, read properly. If you don't have textbook, go to the NCERT. There all e-books are available in the PDF form. You can download and you can study from there. If you are having printer, you can take out print also from your any areas and get benefited. Thank you to each and everyone for watching this video. Jai Hind.